Hey, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to a video titled Delusional Woman Gets Divorced Thinking She'll Find a New Man Soon. Let's get right into it.
So when I left my first husband, I was not making a lot of money. I want to say maybe back then I was making like $55,000 a year. And I had to pay him child support because we had 50-50 custody, and that's how it works. Like, whoever is making more than the other person has to pay that person to make things equitable for the children. And he managed to lose his job while we were separated and going through the divorce, so therefore I had to pay him. And it wasn't a small amount for somebody who was making like $55,000 a year. I want to say it was almost like $400 a month I had to pay him. So during like the year after we split up, I ended up going into about $8,000 in credit card debt. I had to use my credit card sometimes to buy groceries and stuff.
Oh, boo-hoo!
So I'm a divorced mom of two, and I have them week on, week off. And sometimes it's really sad. I miss them a lot, and I'm used to seeing them every single day. Last time they were at their dad's, I was like super depressed. And I don't miss being married, but I miss being able to see them every day. But I was just laying here thinking how much better divorced life is. For one, I don't have to have sex if I don't want to. But if I want to, men are easy. You can have sex any night you wanted to have sex. I'm forced to take time for myself, which means that I haven't lost my identity in being a mom. Which, since my identity isn't tied to being a mom, I'm not as invested in who my kids are. And I mean that by they are allowed to be whoever they want to be, and I get to love them where they are, instead of me having expectations and then them trying to be that person. 5-star steakhouses used to be a special event thing. Now they're a normal date night. And some guys even think I'm funny.
I was trying to get into your pants.
All right, well, after 8 months of separation, after divorce, I'm finally going on a date. I finally decided to join a dating app, and God, I just want to take a freaking nap now. I'm not excited about dating. I don't see how I'm going to have any interest in anyone anytime soon, but I feel like it must be done at some point in time in order for me to, I don't know, give people a chance again at some point down the road. So, let you know how it goes. This is going to be interesting.
If she doesn't feel like they
$50,000 a year and my wife is making $200,000 a year, I should not have to pay her any money. I bettered myself while he just sat around. Why should I get less child support? Since the kids are living with mom full time, even though she makes more money, Dad, I still order you to pay child support to mom.
This video is going viral right now of this woman who said she did not want to be a responsible parent, so she gave up her kids, and now she's having to pay her old husband child support.
Okay, so in November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm earning child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November, and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
All I can say is, what has this world come to, man? This woman, this mother is mad that she has to pay child support because she abandoned her kids because they didn't fit her lifestyle. Like, could you imagine being so entitled, so evil, to just think that you can just throw away your kids and think that, you know, the club lifestyle or this, you know, lavish lifestyle is better than the greatest thing on earth, which is a...
Mothers are hesitant to fulfill their child.
Yeah, to me, the family should be the greatest thing on earth to people. But people start families with people they don't like, therefore they want to get divorced if they were married, or if they weren't married, they just become single moms. Now, I think it is ironic that single moms are starting to pay child support more and more increasingly, but there's no real surprise there because women are making more money. They're going to school, they're college educated. And by the way, college educated women get divorced more than women that are uneducated. I think at a 90% clip, women are filing divorce if they're college educated, compared to an 80% clip if they're not. Either way, I think what's important here is to know that anyone could become a single mom. I don't think single moms really realize this. And a lot of it is if you're making bad decisions. If you choose the wrong guy to start a family with, or if you decide to leave the right guy you started a family with. Because that's a possibility too. You could start a family with a guy that's a good guy, but he's boring, right? And you want excitement. And now you want to be able to divorce him and get someone better. As if men are just trading cards. As if just get rid of one and get another. I know we're like trading cards when it comes to sex, but we're not like trading cards when it comes to relationships and marriage. You don't just dump a man and just go get a better one because you feel like it. Now, unfortunately, men could possibly do this. They could probably dump their wife and get a younger wife, a better wife. But it's a man's world. I'm sorry. I didn't make it this way. Take it up with the father, He made it that way.
Support obligations. It stems from various psychological and socioeconomic factors. Some women believe that the financial responsibility should be borne by their ex-partner or another woman in the child's life, possibly due to traditional perceptions of parental roles, and they do not want to fulfill their responsibilities due to their lavish lifestyle. They consider if they will pay for their child, their club life will be diminished. This reluctance could also be influenced by a desire to start anew, including forming relationships with new partners, leading to prioritization of their personal life over financial obligations to their child. The complexities of these situations often reflect deeper issues related to family dynamics. But who cares? Modern women? A big no.
Baby mama, I'm here to say that child support is only for absent fathers. Not because you guys broke up. He's a complete deadbeat, yeah, go for it. If you know that he takes care of his kid, gets them when he's supposed to, you're just a bitter bitch.
Being a bitter bitch is concerning, but you know what's even more concerning? Not having health insurance. And that's why today's video is sponsored by Ishmael Stonewall. Take it from here, Ish.
Yeah, so thanks, Shape. So as we know, a lot of people are looking for health insurance right now. It's open enrollment. I offer free consultations to my clients. We work with small businesses, families, and individuals to find their best health insurance options. Now, we work with all major carriers, Aetna, Blue Cross, Cigna, and United, on their public and private networks. Typically, we save our clients about 20% on their premiums, and we get them PPO networks, which means nationwide coverage. So if anyone listening here could benefit from a consultation, maybe save some money on your insurance or find something better, hit me up. Give me a call, give me a text, schedule with me, and I'll see if I can help you out. Let's go.
Yeah, so if you need health insurance or you're looking to reduce your premiums, give my buddy Ishmael a call and let him know Shape sent you.
You expect to get child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And the child has been living with him for almost, it's a boy or girl?
Boy.
His whole life?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I get my baby back, I want child support, yeah. He makes way more money than I do. I want my baby back and I want child support.
I'm sorry, you have to excuse me because nothing you're saying is making sense right now. You came to court to ask me to give a child back to you that was taken from you, that's 5 years old, that's pretty much lived with this man the entire time that he has been taken care of.
As a man who has been burnt twice in civil court by my ex-wife, this video is hilarious.
They took my baby away because my ex-boyfriend is an abuser and I'm not with him anymore, so I want my baby back.
Right, but the child hasn't been living with you. The child has been living with him.
Yeah, because of my ex, and I'm not with my ex anymore.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He would literally have to have given you the child back. And then you come in here, after you've been having the child for some time, then you come in here and say, Judge, I want this to be changed. I've been having the child this entire time. I want him to pay.
Here's the issue, and I think most women look at it this way. They look at it, the children are theirs. They don't care if, they lost their child because they had an abusive ex, and now the child's been with the father the entire time, 5 years old. They don't care about that because they're like, all right, that doesn't matter. I am the default primary parent. Right? And this is why, single motherhood is an interesting thing because I don't think women realize that they're carrying the legacy of men. Some men they don't even respect. So much to the point where they don't even want their child to see the father because they don't even respect that man enough. Right? And that's another issue in itself. Because hurting the child, because her personal vendetta with the father. But I think here is actually a really critical point that we need to add to public opinion, meaning that this is what the public views is the right thing, that the child belongs to the mother no matter what. And she was like, I got rid of that abusive ex. I don't have him anymore. No, but the issue is not the abusive ex. The issue is you. You're the one dating abusive people. And the second part is we're not thinking about you anymore because it's no longer about you. It's about the child. The child's been comfortably with the father for the last 5 years. It makes sense to keep the child where they're comfortable. Listen, when it's this way for women, when women have children that they've mothered for 5 years and the father wants to all of a sudden come back in the child's life and take them away without their consent, I don't understand why the government gives pushback, right? It makes sense. But for this woman to just think that she's obligated, that she's entitled to the child, and they're entitled to, getting rid of the child, right? Deleting the child that they want to when they're unborn, or putting them up for adoption. Like I said, we have to accept that the public opinion is children belong to women. That is no matter what, it's the default, and, but isn't that generalizing? I know women say, oh, men generalize so much, you guys generalize so much. Isn't that generalizing? Because these scenarios have a lot of nuance to them, right? But this one in particular is cut and dry. This one is like, no, that child should stay with the father 100%.
That would be a little bit more reasonable. But what you're asking for today is very unreasonable.
Okay, well, give me my baby back, and then I'll come back in a while and ask for child support.
Well, I can't give you your baby back because I never took your baby. Okay? Actually, nobody really took your baby. You lost your baby for your own negligence with your ex-boyfriend. That has nothing to do with me. Okay? Now, fill me in over here. The baby was placed with you after the boyfriend hit the baby?
Yep.
And he's been living with you ever since then?
Yep.
You've been taking care of him?
Mm-hmm.
You pay for everything for the child?
Everything.
What does she do?
I visit.
She visits unsupervised.
Okay, congratulations. Financially, what does she do?
Financially?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, and I'm not about to play this game with you. You're the one that's going to pay him child support today.
What?
Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
It's for the child, so yes.
In my opinion, frameworks regarding divorce, child support, and the evolving nature of familial responsibilities. They call attention to the need for a more adaptable and equitable system that acknowledges the diverse configurations of modern families and ensures that the welfare of the child remains paramount.
Yeah, so look, and this was a decent video, I think. But ultimately, here's the point I want to make. She felt entitled to not just the child, but to child support. And now she's shocked that she has to pay child support because she's been a bad mom. She hasn't done anything for a child that's 5 years old, right? But again, this is public opinion of women that they're entitled to child support, they're entitled to the children, and they're entitled to your money. These are the 3 entitlements of women I think we discovered all in one day. They feel entitled to the child, they can keep the child, get rid of the child, they can do whatever they want with the child, unequivocally, with no exceptions, right? They feel entitled to child support, and they feel entitled to our money. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. But let's read some of the comments and I'll take this bad boy home. The first comment says, avoid any woman that puts all her crap on social media. Yeah, to me, and listen, this is not for all women because I've actually just stopped talking to a woman who didn't put any crap on social media, but she still had stones in her head. So that's no good. But yeah, it's a good sign if a girl who's not trying to thirst trap online, if she has a private page, if she has less followers than she follows people, right? So she follows way more people than people follow her. Yeah, And if you really want to know too, if you click on her photos and you go in the comments, if there's a lot of dudes in the comments that, oh baby, you're beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, so hot. Red flag, So looking for girls that have private social media accounts and not a lot of men in their comments. If you do that kind of thing, I don't know if I'll be able to get all these type of things because being someone in the industry, I might have to date someone in the industry. So it's a give and take. Anyway, another comment says, when I left my first husband, what a red flag. Yeah, no good. Another comment says, to the woman who ditched her kids, your kids will choose your nursing home. Yikes. Damn. You know, this is why, you know, I tell people all the time, sometimes you think being selfish is really for you, but to be for you is to be for your family, right? Because your family is this unit that you live in. Too many people want this complete autonomy where they don't need anybody, right? And sometimes I think my parents are like that too, where it's like, oh, I don't need you, you need me. In my mind, I'm like, but who's going to take care of you when you can't take care of yourself anymore, right? And so I think me and my dad are getting along well, but I'm just trying to say, I think people get into this, like, I need to be independent, even from my children. Listen, one hand washes the other, and I know a lot of people who, their parents are incapacitated, essentially, or just not even there, right? Mentally not there, they're just gone, and the kids got to take care of them. And they're still in a nursing home, but the kid comes and visits and takes care of them. That's still better than majority of people in nursing home who no one comes and visits. And ideally, me, I would never want to live in a nursing home. My goal is hopefully, to live with family till my dying days, Hopefully I have a home that everyone could occupy with me, and they can visit me, and they can live there, they can stay there, and I'll have my own hired nurse and stuff like that. People that I could fire if they mistreat me. You know what I'm saying? But that's the ultimate goal, or if you don't want to live a lavish life like that, you could just treat your kids good, and you could live with them. Another comment says, not every woman was meant to be a mom. Nowadays, most aren't. Yeah, it's kind of a tough thing to realize that the mother instinct is slowly slipping away from the average woman. But we got a culprit. Feminism is to blame for all this, in my opinion, All right, let's check out some more comments. Another comment reads, I got divorced when I was 44. I had been married for 22 years. Dating was shocking. Finding someone to date was easy. The hard part was her friends. After we had been dating for a few months, she asked me to go with her to a girlfriend's birthday party. When we arrived, there were about 20 women and 3 guys. It wasn't long before one of her girlfriends was sticking a note in my pocket with her phone number. I went to the bathroom. Ooh, this continues. This is an interesting story. I went to the bathroom and I was getting ready to unzip. I hear the door. I look around, and there was another lady. She asked me if I needed any help. The aggressive of the ladies shocked me. Wow. That's interesting. When you were 44, this happened to you, bro? You still got it, man. Wow. And you've been married for 22 years. Shout out to you. Look, you did it the right way, right? So you were married since, I guess I'm assuming, since you were 22, and by 44, you were divorced. And look at you, you're dating a girl, and now her friends are throwing themselves at you. I had a similar scenario when a girl I dated invited me to her friend's event or something like that. We went. It was at we had a table at a lounge or a restaurant or something. It was at a restaurant. They had a table, big table, like mad people, mostly girls, a few guys. And me and my girl, we sat down. Me and the girl I was dating at the time, we sat down, and everyone introduced themselves to me. It was polite. When she went to the bathroom, her friend came right up to me and put the pressure on me. And her friend was bad. I feel bad. Her friend was badder than her. And she was just flirty. And she was like, oh, and she was like complimenting me and touching me. I'm like, what? When she came back from the bathroom, I didn't say anything that night because we were still supposed to leave there and go somewhere else. And I didn't want to ruin the night. But I said something a few nights later, and she was really pissed. And when she confronted her friend actually admitted it. Her friend's like, yeah, I think I was drunk or something. I think she blamed it on being drunk. But she never even denied it. Wow. Wowzers. So, yeah. Life is not that bad if you're a guy. If you take care of yourself, I won't lie, women are definitely shallow. I can't pretend like they're not. But, you could work that shallowness in your favor by keeping yourself fit. Right? Staying in shape. I'm a personal trainer, and one of the reasons why I became a personal trainer is to learn how to work my own self out. I didn't know how to. So I started reading the books that other personal trainers read, and then decided to get the certification. And now, I've been a certified personal trainer for 5 years, and unfortunately, I have to renew my certification, and that means I gotta spend time reading and learning some more stuff. So it never ends with this knowledge stuff. But yeah, Stay in the gym, get in shape. Another one says, the bigger the lashes and nails, the bigger the 304. Jesus. Yeah, that's like the 304's uniform nowadays, right? You know, I'm not a big fan of the fake eyelashes. I know a lot of women have it, but no, I'm not a fan of that whatsoever. It looks weird, and plus, you don't want anything that's going to hide your eyes. If you're going to do it in such a way where you can still see your eyes. A lot of girls do it in such a way where you can't even see their eyes anymore. All you see is like these flaps, right? Labia on their eyes. Another comment says, any woman who gives up their kids, she is not worthy of dating. That is horrible. Yeah. Yeah. It's not something most women would do. I won't lie. My mom didn't raise me. You know, she left me with my dad. And we don't have the best relationship right now. I know her. But, you know, if I text my mom, I might not hear back from her. Just the truth. Anyway, another comment says, I thought men would be fine. Oh, let me take it back. She says, I thought men would be lining up to date me. And then he put it in quotes, like, narcissist much? Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Listen, women are so used to having easy access to sex that they think that men are easily accessible. And they're not, right? You can get laid any night of the week if you're a girl, for the most part. As men know, you have to have a cooperating, you know what I'm saying, woman, which is a challenge and a skill to have. Trust me, like, it's way easier to be single than it is to be in a relationship, because women want a lot. They demand a lot, you know? And I'm actually learning to, because my time is valuable and I need to protect my meat, that is my manhood, my energy, my attention, and my time. I need to protect that at all times. I've realized that it's probably easier if I become more of a texter. I'm more of a phone call kind of person. And so I usually begin to these long phone call conversations with girls. And somehow that might turn into a debate. And that debate turned into an argument. And then it's a fight. Right? But if I'm with a girl in person, it's never an issue. So I think I'm agreeing with Corey Wayne. Stay off the phones. I've looked back in my life and I've realized, gee, you know, when I give girls too much of my time, it's always an issue. But if I only have like enough time to just see them, like I don't got tough time to talk to them on the phone, hang out with them. Like if I barely have enough time to hang out with them, like they gotta leave soon as after like an hour or so. Yeah, my life is normally way better with women, I would say. And I say that to say because, you know, as men, we have to try to figure out what's the proper balance of, like, women in our lives, right? And they're like drugs. You don't want to consume too much of it, right? Because then you can overdose, right? And an overdose on women is like not hitting your goals. You're not progressing, right? You're broke. You know, if you got a lot of women, you got no money. Not a good thing, right? And so, yeah, one of the things I got to update of myself is to not talk on the phone as much. Not because, you know, because we could spend that time, I could spend that time working on YouTube videos or working on my purpose instead of just giving her free time. And I do that to women too much because I make time for people. I am busy, but I make time for people, you know. So when people are right, when you know. But now I'm realizing, no, I got to make time for my purpose over everybody. So anyway, that's my takeaway. That's what I'm going to change. I don't know. What are you going to change? Because ultimately, we can't control these women. We can only control ourselves. And like this video, subscribe to the channel. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see you over there.